Right, we're on. My golf's improved big time, so I want to explain something to you. So my golf has really improved. There's reasons behind that. Now, playing golf left-handed for a right-handed golfer is daunting. We know that. Looking down at the golf club looks very strange. Loft and lie. Gloves for left and right-handed golfers. Looking down at the club from a right-handed point of view is awkward. It's very alien. But I've improved. And there's reasons why, which we're going to get into today, and hopefully you too will improve your golf as well. Well, you have to. There's only one way. Right to left, fade, little fade. Still got to think about that. So I say my golf has improved. I mean, not every shot's going to be brilliant. Let's be honest. I mean, we're human after all. But I feel as though my left-handed golf has turned a corner. And you've probably seen my last video of me playing left-handed. I got a golf lesson. So good. Go over the bunker. Yes, that was dicey. That was one of those ones for the camera. I'm just going to hit hybrid because it's a par 5, knowing that it might not get over that bunker, but it did. Yes. These bunkers are very well placed to the point that I'm not getting over them. So I'm going to just hit a wedge. So par 5, I've hit driver hybrid, but it looks like it's going to be wedge. If I go left of them, it's a nightmare shot back over. If I go right, it's too tight. I can just get a little wedge. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know if it's... I'm going to take a 9-iron and just smooth one in there. Steady. Yes. It's really good. So 4 really good strikes. So I went for a golf lesson. It's linked in the top corner just now. And I don't know if you noticed, in that golf lesson, I was there for 35 minutes. 35-minute golf lesson. It was actually a little bit longer than that, but the video is 35 minutes long. And the video is unedited. And I hit 20 golf shots. It's all I hit during the whole lesson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 24 feet for par. I would be getting stroke here. I'd probably be getting 2 strokes here, to be fair. Off the right edge. Never hit it. Well chuffed with that. That's a 6 playing left-handed. Bogey. So during my golf lesson, 35 minutes, I hit 20 balls. That is 1 ball every 1.75 minutes. So 1 ball every 2 minutes, let's say. Now that sounds alright. When you're on the golf course, or at the range, how many balls do you hit in 35 minutes? You'll hit 100. You know, and I hit 20. And I think about my golf lessons as well. Guys come in, they're shelling balls out there. And it's like, this is good, but how much is actually going in? And I felt as though, I knew when I came away from the lesson, I thought, I've hardly hit any golf balls there at all. But the reason for that is because I was so productive between each shot. And you'll have seen it in the video, I took a practice swing on every shot, apart from one, which I thinned, to ingrain what I was being taught. And the comforting thing about what I was being taught was that my EUREKA golf swing, left-handed, according to Ian Lodine, world's #2 on Skillist, is awesome. He loved the foot flare. He loved the fact that my lead foot was behind my trail foot, encouraging my body to open up. I was slightly over the top, so upper half was working too much. So getting more EUREKA feels were what I was after. So my lesson covered trail foot had to be more 90 degrees to my target line. Connection between upper tricep, left tricep and left pec, and trail foot pulled back and flared out. And then from there I was trying to get more here, so hitting under the tree, trying to get a little bit more connection there and less out here, which is what EUREKA is. And now of course, as a new golfer, it's hard, it's tricky, but it's one way. And it's that one way that's going to work and has given me a little bit more consistency within my left-handed game. A little bit heely. I'm taking it though. The game's amazing, eh? Mental. I tried so hard to make that a good shot after the chat. I gave it all, you know, it's just like, tried too hard. And that's one thing I never did in the golf lesson, was try too hard, because I was under supervision. There was somebody there to keep me right. So it was just up to me to swing the golf club. I didn't have to focus on ensuring that I hit good shots to impress anyone, like you do with a camera being on you. Okay, so I'm going to take an 8-iron here. Go up the left. An awkward ball position, to be fair. To the right is what I meant. So it has gone right. I said left, I did say left. Why would I go left of the pin when it's all bunker? I meant to the right. That's good. That's on the green. We're putting for birdie. I hope we're on the green. That's incredible. So good. So good when you're given a task and some guidance. That's where I'm going with this golf lesson. Let's discuss that. So I've left myself 90 feet. 90 feet with an 8-iron. So the golf lesson thing, I thought I was decent at golf, and I am. Right-handed, I'm okay. And I thought this left-handed journey, I could analyse what I'm doing, I could gauge my own progress, I could self-correct. And I did. And it was okay. And then I get an expert to look at me, and I'm like, I never picked up that, I never picked up that, I never picked up that. And I guess I was doing mostly on feel as opposed to analysis. And now I feel as though, with the combination of my EUREKA golf swing and the input from Ian, that I know where I'm going, I know what track I'm on. So getting a golf lesson is so important. No matter how good you are or how good you think you are, get a little bit of help. 90 feet. Oh, steady. Steady. So the short game lesson's still to come. Just rattled it right off the green. Oh my God. Okay, so that's a classic amateur mistake there. I'm not making excuses here, but talking to the camera and not fully concentrating is not going to help. Felt ugly. These greens are pretty quick. I think they've been rolled this morning. Oh, I'll tell you what, if that had missed, because of the speed of those greens, I'm just going to miss this one deliberately. Hardly touched it. There was a problem first time round. So having two things in place, having a structured golf swing. So EUREKA golf swing, it's one way and one way only. If you adhere to that, you'll be fine. If you stand square, you can start to move closed, move open, and you start to fidget. Let's get EUREKA golf swing or a method, whatever method you choose, and stick to that. Religiously stick to that. The second thing to do, as we've already mentioned, is get lessons. Get instruction to be sure that the method you're using is A, correct for you, not necessarily correct for you, but that you're adhering to it. Because your instructor will totally understand what's going on. But just that little bit of guidance I got from Ian made a huge difference, like a huge difference. My foot, so I was standing with my trail foot flared out, which is great for my right-handed golf because it's getting me through, and my trail foot is 90 degrees to my target line. But I was trying to do that left-handed, so this restricted, I couldn't get through. So I had to effectively turn myself round, and Ian pointed that out, and that small thing prevented me from coming as far over the top like this, because I was there, I couldn't get through with the bottom half, so I had to use the top half. So just that little bit of guidance put me back on track in conjunction with EUREKA Golf Swing. Huge deal, that. Huge deal. I'm not getting it correct every time, but mentally I'm trying to do something. I'm also trying to adhere to what somebody said, and then I can play golf from there. From there. Beauty. I mean, it's right down the middle of the fairway. Right down the middle of that fairway. and I was thinking there, it's just everything Ian said. Okay, so my arm was tucked under, my trail foot 90 degrees to my target line, and my lead foot open, marrying up as close as I could with the green canes. I probably wasn't focusing enough on that. And swinging along the red cane, just feeling the EUREKA motion and everything that Ian said to me. Let's hit one more. We've got Callaway 4. It's been a while since I've hit a Callaway ball. There. And the religious practice swings. Now, you're entitled to 45 seconds on the tee, so take your 45 seconds. You look at your guys who take forever with their practice swings, and you're like, oh my God, and then they hit a bad one, you're like, oh wow, that was agony to watch. But he's entitled to that time. You're entitled to that time as well. So use your 45 seconds wisely. I'm not sure 45 is the right number, but let's go with that. Even better. This side by side. They are side by side. Look at this. Wow. Hard to hold that steady. For you guys who've watched the channel for a while, you're a bit aware of the left-handed struggles I've gone through. And I think the main thing now, there's two things. Obviously the lesson and EUREKA, so a structured method and guidance on, not necessarily that structured method, but I can amalgamate the two. But it's the confidence side. Like that's confidence and enjoyment come from those other two things. Golf lesson, structured method, put that in together, confidence and enjoyment result in that. Do you know, fishing about, experimenting, trying to get that quick fix, that's not the answer. That is not the answer at all. Find a method. Find a method, stick with that 100%, and when things go wrong, because you're fishing about, you're trying to fix a wrong swing already, so things will go wrong. The only thing that can go wrong, if you've got a method that you trust, the only thing that can really go wrong is your interference with that. And by that I mean from the neck up. Once you start to use this too much and go away from the method, that's when it all goes to shit. Apologies for the language there, but it's true. So pins over the bunkers, that's not even a thing. I'm going to go to the left of those bunkers. I'm going to trust my action. Trust what I've been taught and trust my method. Okay, a little bit low. It's fine though, it's absolutely fine. Perfectly acceptable. It's another thing, you know, there's 4 levels of, there's 4 results we can have, right? And every time I coach, most people get told this, the 4 levels are this. There's no good. Okay, so your ball's out of bounds or it's lost. It happens, but it's pretty rare. There's good enough. You've hit the ball, you can find it, you can play it. Wasn't pretty, it's good enough. And there's good. Good is exactly what you wanted to do. You hit the green, you hit the fairway in a close proximity of where you wanted to go. That is good. And then there's great. Great is in the hole, or exactly in the middle of the fairway, or exactly where you wanted to go. That's very rarely happening. Hole in one, I've had 1 in my whole career. So what do? We praise ourselves for the good and the great. Number 2, number 1, we praise ourselves for that. And while praising ourselves for that is fine, only one of them is going to happen. Because there's no way we're getting a hole in one. There's no way we're doing exactly what we're meant to do. So you're praising yourself for something that's never going to happen. So you're only praising yourself for the good shots. That here wasn't pretty. I made contact, moved it forward by probably about 160 yards or so. And it's good enough. I can find it, I can play it. So I praise myself for that. I'm like, that's a result. This camera's squint. Better. So if you praise yourself for great, good enough, the no good one, well that's gone. So there's 3 you're now praising yourself for. We know one's not going to happen, but you're praising yourself for 3/4 of the shots you hit. So the enjoyment level goes up, the fun level goes up obviously, and therefore confidence goes up. So that there was good enough. This here, I've got a bunker on the right, edge of the bunker's in line with the pin. I'm going to go left of the bunker. I've got a wedge. Honestly, I tell you right now, Phil Mickelson must be absolutely crapping himself, eh? So we must be getting pretty close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 15 feet. We must be getting pretty close to handicap time, yeah? Now, I need your help here. Rather than go through the Club V1 carry on, is there a way I can get a handicap online? So is there an app that works that out? I'm pretty sure there is, can't remember what it is, but any of you guys that are societies that are not members of a golf club, how did you get your handicap to be competitive with your friends? So is there an application, I'm sure there will be, an application that'll, if you put in some scores, it'll work out what your handicap is and then reduce from there as you go. Please leave that in the comments below. Putt for par. I do miss my lab putter though, to be honest with you. How fast are they? Okay, right-handed putt, yes. 5 though. So that'd be pretty cool to get a handicap in place, just to find out what it would be. Because I'm saying there in the first hole I'll get 2 strokes, and that's a long par 4 there, but I've reached in 3 pretty effortlessly, to be honest with you. Ho, cocky, but it'd be good to know, wouldn't it? And then when I'm out playing, I've got something I can use as a reference, rather than just making up what my handicap would be. I assume it's going to be over 18, so I'm going to get a shot on every hole anyway. I don't know if I've gone through my equipment with you. Just a quickie. So my clubs are Ping G400. Golf clubs for cash. Thank you very much for the use of these clubs. Senior soft regular, senior flex shafts. One little nugget in here which I love is my Ping Glide wedge. Ping Zing putter, driver, what is that? G30, shaft flex, Bob Marley, that's right, regular, reggae, 7-iron, right-handed, Tacomo 101 T irons, carries 170 yards through the air, stiff KBS shafts. Left-handed, G400, soft regular shafts, carries through the air, 110. 60 yards loss. And I have to admit, initially, that was a huge dent to the ego. Going from KBS stiff, smashing at 170, to going down to a soft regular game improvement club that I initially couldn't even hit 110, but I've managed to get it up to 110. That was just a huge kick in the nuts, it really was. But do you know, it was to be expected. It's amazing you think how good you are. You're not that good, son. Cut it. Cut it a touch. It's fine. It's in play. It's good enough. It is more than good enough. It's getting played. We'll hit another one though, because there's nobody behind me. I've got the course to myself. I just want to right the wrongs. It was actually quite good, that. Yeah, pured it. Absolutely ripped it. Wonder how far that is. So we're 3 over par. I think that's right. I think we went bogey, bogey, bogey. Taken away from today, the value in a golf lesson is frighteningly good. I mean, there's no substitute for that. No matter how good a golfer you think you are, how good you can analyse golf. I mean, guys on tour, they all get golf lessons. The one that I cut went further. Well, these heroes on the PGA Tour and Live Tour and DP World Tour, they all get golf lessons. You know, like, am I going to hit hybrid? Yeah. Like, this course is hybrid everywhere because of the length of it. So I'm going to have to get used to this pretty quickly. Playing other courses, there'll be a lot more irons. But look at like Justin Rose, he goes to Sean Foley because he needs that expert eye, he needs that second opinion and the encouragement boost. I guess that's part of it as well. So I thoroughly recommend get yourself to a good golf pro, get a lesson and enjoy the game with your structured method. That is absolutely middled. I can't hit that any better. What I did there was, my swing thought there was no compensation for impact. Now I've got that written on the range bay as well. When you come for a lesson, that's written on the wall. No compensation should be made for impact, none. And there I was structured. I got my son, I came through and I just continued through doing what I was doing. I never tried to help, tried to pick, tried to hit harder. I fully trusted the method. Who'd have thought that, eh? Who'd have thought that would have worked? Me. I thought that. So this time of year, obviously there's not as much run on the golf course. Wedge. And I can't reach the green in 2. So, you know, I'm going to, for handicap purposes, I'm going to have to get pretty sharp with wedges, because if I can't reach greens in 2, in the summer possibly, so a straight drive there, plus a full hybrid, we're getting close, but I don't think it would reach. So I'm going to have to get pretty sharp with wedges. That's good. I was going for the door of the greenkeeper's shed because anything left of that pin's dead. That was good. That was, actually felt like a little bit of lag in there, a little bit of control. There was no compensation made for impact though. No danger. World class leather glove from Loft and Live for the left-handed golfer. Yes, that's now a thing. Initially we started off just right-handed gloves, sorry, left-handed gloves for the right-handed golfer, because we had to start somewhere, but now everything's in stock. Back fully stocked with smalls and extra larges, which we ran out of, in both left and right hand. Rain gloves, obviously. And of course your glove sleeve, which is just incredible. One person called it the Steve sleeve. Quite like that. So on most videos, I putt with the pin in. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're getting closer every time. 12 feet now for par. I putt with the pin in just for the camera so you can see, but I'm assuming you can see that. I don't normally putt with the pin in from close range like that. All the excuses. Right, Steve. I need to get the level putter. I need to find out where the plumb bob is on this. Side of the wall there. So toe hanging that way. Oh man, it's pretty straight. It's pretty straight. Bogey. Finish with a bogey. Never mind, it's good. No, you're right.
Sorry, man,
no, come on. So plumb bob. Let's get a bit of break on this. So you have to find, your putter hangs different ways, right? Mm-hmm. So I was using the edge of the building there, that drain pipe, and turn it round until I got the putter straight up and down. So that there is straight up and down. So if I always remember the toes slightly closer to me, but if I turn it at an angle, it goes to an angle.
Okay, I've got you.
So I'm there, so I'm now straight up and down. So now, I straddle the line of my putt, and I hold it straight up and down, and I put the line of the edge of the putter shaft there is exactly on the right hand side of that golf ball. And then whatever it is on the top, to the right of the hole, which is about 1 cup.
And you've closed your right eye?
I've closed my, so my dominant eye is my left eye, so I've closed my right eye.
Closed your non-dominant eye?
Yes.
Okay.
So when I look at that now, I can see that the edge of the ball is touching the shaft, and the hole is about 1 cup away from the shaft. I'll let you try that.
So it's going to turn. Alright, so if I do it,
So if you,
we figured out it hangs that way, so if I close my non-dominant eye.
So the edge of the ball is against the edge of the putter, and then you should find, if you're holding that correctly, that the edge of the putter shaft's about here.
Yep.
That's your line.
Is it on the outside of the shaft?
Yeah, the same side as the ball was on.
Okay.
So if your ball is on this side of the shaft, wherever this side of the shaft is in relation to the hole, tell me when to stop.
Yeah.
There?
Yep. Okay, I've got to close my right eye.
Yeah.
My left eye puts it dead on with the edge of the hole.
So if you hold your right finger up, any finger up, and cover the drain pipe, both eyes open, so it's kind of blurred. Close your right eye. What can you see?
Well, my fingers move to the door.
Right, okay, close your left eye. Cover the drain pipe.
It's spot on.
Right, so you are right eye dominant, so you have to close your left eye.
I have to close my left eye.
Yes. So try it again.
Okay, so I have to close my left eye.
You have to close your... Yes.
So first both eyes?
Yeah,
just left eye?
Just close your left eye and use your right eye to look.
Okay, because now it's spot on just on the edge of the cup.
Are you standing right behind the line?
Okay, now see it's moved out slightly.
Out to the tee?
Yes.
Yep. So the tee's the line.
Okay.
So that's giving you the line.
I've got it.
So now, I mean, left-handed here. Gonna break. So if I then aim for the tee, so I've pushed it too far right to the tee, but it should break. It should. Break. But the thing that's wrong with this is, compared to aim point, there's nobody behind us, is that we're gauging off the slope we're standing on, whereas up here might be flatter.
Yeah.
So that's why aim point goes right up here. But so I use it if I'm not sure. But it's great.
Because you know what, that's my green reading goes, okay, I see the land, left to right, hit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got it right, oh I got it wrong.
Yeah. There's quite often here on short putts, it's great for shorter putts, like here, then if I'm holding that there, now that is like a centimetre out the right hand side.
And then you
it's
can
like
just hit
it's
it
like
nice and firm on the line.
right there.
Because these greens currently, the slower the ball goes, the more it turns.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because we need to actually put lots of sand on and roll the sand in, brush the sand in and then roll. Although we've just rolled this morning now.
I thought that. I putted off the green in a second. Yeah. I was up the right hand side and putted off the green.
We've got so many gaps to fill.
Yeah, you'll get there.
We'll do overseeding as well. But no, thank you so much.
So there we go, we finished 4 over par, which is pretty good. I mean, I'm absolutely delighted with that. If you go back to the left-handed journey before, couldn't even get the ball off the ground. The lesson, a structured method, encouraged the enjoyment and then confidence in my golf swing. I don't know if you got the end of that video there, but I was explaining plumb bob to the greenkeeper there, Lewis. Just left that content in for you guys, why not, eh? I'll see you in my next video, bye-bye.